But for me, and maybe it's because I haven't reached their state, or maybe it's because there is different ways we speak. There is this ghost of a person, and if Khaleesi goes missing, there is a worry about her. There is a concern about her. And there is searching, looking for her. She doesn't really go missing now, but in the past, sometimes she'd go missing, and I would catch her doing something that she should not be doing. Right, Khaleesi? If that same happened with my partner, and this feels very organic to me, to be this combination. There were times where there was so much resting in the mystery that it was very hard for me to connect in the human world, and I became a bit dysfunctional to people. I couldn't relate to people, and it seems the best thing is this like coming, like the pendulum stream, it goes really extreme and then coming back to the center. So you're not the person, but then there is the appearance of the person. So the person still has these very human responses to life. And the way you deal with life and with humanity, with society, is you deal from a very relative human perspective. Like, you don't mix the absolute. So if there's like no the washing up hasn't been done, so if I don't do the washing, and then my partner says you didn't do the washing up, I don't turn around and go, there is nobody, I had no choice whether I did it or not. I say, my bad, that was inappropriate, I'm sorry. And if my partner goes away and they say I miss you, I say I miss you back. It's not exactly the same as what it was before, like missing or worry or these types of things, or blame, because there's another part that isn't. But it's like it's important to, on the human level, be human and not be some emptiness and vacantness, because this becomes inappropriate, I think. Thank you. I was referring to Ramesh and Roger, but on the human level, I think expectations are always here somehow. But I understand when you say ghost-like. On one level it's here, and on another level it doesn't matter. Depends where we're looking from, I guess. Thank you so much. Yeah, precisely. And also, I think they're taking it to the extreme when they say it. So if you were with Ramesh and his servant dropped the tea all over the floor, he would be like, why did you do that? You should have carried it this way or that way. But internally he wouldn't feel any blame. So I saw Ramesh and met him, and I can imagine him responding like that. Like, that's just wrong way to go, to his driver. You should be going the other way. Da, 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 da. But internally, there's this deep knowing that nothing really matters and that it couldn't be any other way. See. But I remember from Roger and Ramesh's teachings, I really enjoyed it, because it felt like on the human level I could kind of like pull myself back when I was losing myself too much in a story. So it was like they identified stories, and it was like a bell, like I would see when I was blaming too much, and I'd be like, bell, 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 this is blame, this is guilt. And I remember this was like a really good practice, because it's sometimes difficult to know when you're practically working stuff out with your mind and when you go into too much la la land. So I found that like a helpful barometer for me. In the end, what's important is resting in what's happening.